Hi, my name is Robert Amon. I'm running for town supervisor in Irondequoit, along with my two running mates, Bill McKee and Christian Redder. They're running for town board in the upcoming Democratic primary, September 15th. One area that we'd like to focus on is developing businesses in Irondequoit, new business and also helping existing businesses thrive. A suggestion I made recently was to the town board and Ms. Heyman and to the chief of police to request federal funding to install crime cameras along East Ridge Road and all the arteries leading back into the city. We feel that this will be a great deterrent, as proven time and again by foreign governments such as England, by the city of Rochester. They've installed a number of these cameras. This is very effective technology that can be used to our benefit. It goes 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I also suggested posting very visible signs as you come enter Irondequoit that we use this type of technology. Show these cameras clearly so people understand they're out there, and it will deter criminals or potential crimes from happening. In fact, I have not even heard a single response on this issue from the town board, Ms. Heyman, or the chief of police. I would have liked to have seen this acted on immediately in light of the 3 armed robberies we had a month and a half ago or a month ago along East Ridge Road in a matter of days. Many of you are unaware of the armed robberies that occurred there, but I suggested we get on this right away. This is not something that can wait till January 1st. This is something that should have been done immediately once the suggestion was put forward. Again, this shows a lack of motivation and leadership on behalf of the current administration. I will install a series of high-tech cameras up and down East Ridge Road and the arteries leading back into the city. In addition, if other neighborhoods request, we'll consider installing these cameras elsewhere if they feel will protect their neighborhood from crimes, especially on the larger roads. By creating a safer environment, businesses and customers will feel more at ease, and thus will increase sales. Look, the bottom line is East Ridge Road, I drove up and down there the other day, and there are a lot of weeds growing up everywhere, in between curbs, sidewalks. Some of the lots also have not been mowed. This type of situation is not proper and contributes to a feeling that the area is coming down or falling down in disrepair. I approached the board and Ms. Heyman at the last town board meeting and requested they hire 2 full-time people during the summer with weed whackers and weed killer and lawnmowers, what have you, to take care of this problem, regardless of whose responsibility it is. It's a small cost compared, even though it's county property, a small cost compared to the benefit to our town. It is unacceptable to have weeds growing up all over the place, a bad image, and again, it's improper for these high crimes to be taking place along East Ridge Road. I also proposed in numerous conversations with over 4,000 people in Irondequoit to plant thousands of trees in Irondequoit, 1,000 alone on East Ridge Road, along with 10 or 20,000 flower bulbs, like annual, ones that come up, perennials that come up every year, like daffodils and tulips. By beautifying that entire stretch of road, again, that image will immediately, when spring hits and the flowers start coming up, and the trees start blooming, it'll just give a better feel to that particular area of town. Everybody knows that trees add value to property. It'll feel more like a neighborhood. And this is something that needs to get started right away. If you look at Olmsted, who did Seneca Park and Chicago Fair a long time ago, anybody who planted trees in their life or was a forester like myself in the Peace Corps in West Africa, I planted thousands and thousands, over 35,000 trees in West Africa myself, along with my friends who are farmers in different regions of the Sahara. And I knew that those trees that we planted, although small when you start, eventually will grow larger. They provide shade, they look beautiful, they improve the feel of the property, and they last for generations to come, long after we all pass away. I propose to do this with students, volunteers. I want to see a commitment from the town to push for public service by youngsters, to tie them to their community, to do work like this that will bind them to their community and create a pride in their town. I proposed 3 schools working together on this, East and West Irondequoit and Bishop Kearney. I'd like to see all 3 schools organize their own teams and help put these trees in and come back to Town Hall that same day on some Sunday in the spring to have a large barbecue party and bring all the districts together at once, all the major schools together, Bishop Kearney, East and West Irondequoit. Something we'll all be able to be proud of for generations to come. I also would like to see, again, on a side note, beautification along the lake walk that was done over there. So, in summary, things like the CVS proposal where Cooper and Titus meets, look, nobody wants CVS to go in there, and neither do I. There's already Eckert's that just went out of business on the corner, I believe. Let's make that somewhere where we can go and have a dinner, someplace where there's some stores. I'll get out there, I'll talk up Irondequoit, I'll promote our town. People do not just come knocking on your door a lot of times, saying, gee, I'd love to open a restaurant right at Cooper and Titus. You need to actively go pursue these businesses, like the distillery, like McGregor's. You need to go out there and talk to local businesses and see if they'd like to open a restaurant in our part of town. Something we're sorely lacking, someplace other than going all the way to Ridge Road. It'd be nice to have a neighborhood area right there, something modern and well built. I will work closely with the landowners there to push for a resolution that benefits the majority of people living in our area. I'd like your vote. I'd like you to consider what I've said today. And I'd like you to frequent the businesses along East Ridge Road. It's to the benefit of everyone in this community. Small enterprise is what makes this country great. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. And please don't forget to vote September 15th in the Democratic primary for myself, Bill McKee, and Christian Redder. Thank you.